Welcome to another episode of Hoosier Nerds Podcast. I would like to start by apologizing for last week's audio issues. If you did
Chris.
Shut up, Chris. If you did not listen all the way through, at about 14 to 15 minutes in, I finally fixed it. Apparently, the USB port I had it plugged into wasn't giving off enough power, so I just switched USB ports for the mic, and that fixed it. But of course, it took me 14 minutes to figure it out. Until then, I just, it's picking up my voice okay and Mikey's voice okay.
Is mine on a different frequency?
I don't know. Maybe it was just like you're not important enough for this.
You know what? It doesn't matter because we jumped from 85 subscribers last week. We're up to 102.
Who are you people?
Who's listening to
Legitimately,
us on YouTube? I really want to know. 102 subscribers on YouTube.
All I can think of is the Patrick from SpongeBob, where all the people are hiding underneath his house, underneath his rock. Who are you people?
And I mean, I know it ain't my family because they don't want to hear me talk about stupid crap like this. So at least they're honest, But yeah, we got 102 followers. Look at that, see, 102 subscribers on YouTube. It was 100 yesterday.
You know what we should do?
We picked up 2 more.
Probably just bots.
Yeah, probably. But usually if they're a bot, they'll send us like a message. But I check every week when I upload something, I check comments.
Email?
Yeah, and we don't get anything.
Did you check the email?
Or I check the comments.
Let's check email.
Oh, when was the last time you checked the emails?
I see them occasionally, but most of the time they're not in.
Well, we don't. I never see notifications, so I don't know. But yeah, 100. How many people? 100.
But they're not bots. It's just these are all from it says YouTube creators. And then some guy named Ben Walker that wants me to be a photographer for him in Europe.
Oh, whatever.
So.
Sounds like a scam.
It's this weekend, February 25th and 20 or next week. It's in 2
to go
weeks.
to do photos in Europe.
Yeah. Well, he's out of Europe. I don't know how legit this email is.
Very fake. It sounds.
Yes.
They want you to go to Ukraine.
We're not like. We're not.
No.
Oh wait, it's telling us. Oh my!
Hey,
Here we go. YouTube. All right, so
I'll start playing the
these people
Rasputin song.
These people have subscribed to our channel, so yeah, they are bots. Durga Prasad Dahuri, thank you. Mid MD, Rabiul Islam, Xavio Bima Dion.
Okay, well my hopes and dreams just got crushed. Now that you're reading off all these names, they could be real people. We don't know.
Jeet Sidhu. But that's just most recent. They're not really saying, like, I think these are the bogus ones. It's not saying, like, who the other people are. Because, like I said, it went from 100. It went from 85 to like 102 in a week. So, and it's not listing that. It's listing 17 people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, not all of them can be bots. But you know what? The higher our subscribers, the more people see that we have people listening.
Well, I agree with that.
But also our viewership is going up. Like our actual views have gone up.
Have you checked the?
No, I keep forgetting to check the RSS stats.
RSS feed.
Unless can you access it from your phone or?
No.
I can't. This computer does. I don't remember the login stuff. So.
I'll try.
It's under RSS, ain't it?
Yeah, RSS.com. It's Chris. Whatever your email address is, because I don't want to say it on the podcast.
It's on my. It's probably on my computer.
Anyways, do we want to start right off with the Super Bowl, or do we want to start off with other stuff? I think we should start just straight up with the Super Bowl.
Are you sure? Because let's save that if we're going to talk about like movies and crap too. Like you said, you want to talk about "Marry Me."
Well, no, let's start with the Super Bowl because that's the biggest thing that's happened.
Yeah, but we want people to listen. We don't want them to like listen to the Super Bowl and then not listen to the.
Well, let's talk about Super Bowl. Just go to Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Congrats to the St. Louis Rams.
St. Louis Rams.
Yeah.
Cooper Kupp got MVP. Understandably, he kind of put the team on his back and won.
We all knew that was going to happen.
Yeah.
If it wasn't, Stafford winning the MVP is going to be him.
Unless Darnold just blew it up.
Yeah, it's been said before. It's hard for any kind of defensive player to win a serious award like the MVP or the Heisman or something. Even though Charles Woodson won it that 1 year,
and Von Miller won Super Bowl MVP 1 year, and
oh yeah,
it could happen. But they just got
who was the quarterback for that year then?
Peyton Manning.
Oh, for real?
But that was the year. That was Peyton Manning's last year.
Yeah.
What, when Woodson won?
No,
when Von Miller won.
Oh my! Wait.
What?
So a defensive player won a Heisman and the MVP over Peyton Manning.
No.
No, I thought Charles Woodson.
Yeah,
won it
Woodson
over
beat Manning now for the Heisman.
the Heisman.
Oh, I was thinking Leaf. Who else beat? I didn't know that.
Yeah, Charles Woodson. When Charles Woodson won
Leaf
the Heisman,
was chosen over Peyton Manning.
Oh. Well, let's be honest. Peyton Manning's first Super Bowl win, he should not have won MVP. It should have been Rhodes, the running back. He carried that game. But anyways, we digress. Back to this Super Bowl. It was a good game for the most part. I thought
it was a really good game.
I thought the middle of the game was kind of a barn burner. But at the beginning, it was all Rams offense. At the end, it was kind of like, okay, when are the Rams going to have to stop the Bengals? You're just waiting for that one stop.
Mm-hmm. I didn't think the Bengals couldn't. Their offensive line, if they got a weak offensive line, a lot of people said that all season long, and it really showed in that game last night because he didn't have time to.
He was the first half.
He didn't have time to throw.
The first half, he was getting rid of the ball pretty quick.
The only time he had time to throw is when they yanked the player down with their face mask and then get wide open. That was
yeah.
Think about it. That was the only really big play they had.
Yeah, and then they got the interception the next play basically, and then got a field goal off that interception.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, that was it. They got a field goal off it. They got stopped in the red zone.
Yeah.
They didn't move the ball really the rest of the game. The whole game, really. They didn't move the ball that well. Mixon got going.
But it was too late. It was too little too late.
But once they could key on him and they could spy on him, they would go to the passing game, and then that was it. They couldn't stop that defensive line.
But I think that one of the mistakes the Rams made is they went to, let's prevent the big play, so they kept getting little chip yards. And that's probably why Mixon started getting some yards there. Was they went to prevent big play, there towards the end.
Yeah. Cut down, but I think really good. It was a good Super Bowl.
Nothing to worry about.
What the heck? Oh no!
Pause. Phil.
Well, that's awkward.
Yeah, it was a really good Super Bowl. I think it was more evenly matched than what we thought. Even though the spread was 4, so the Rams didn't cover, but they still won. Lost several of my bets, so
I lost every single one of my bets.
I don't know what. I mean,
I did good.
How much did you win?
Total? $310.
That 200 doesn't count. That 200.
Yeah, it does. It's in his pocket.
285 is in my pocket.
Yeah, that does not count.
Did you?
You're a first-time user. It only applies to first-time users.
Yeah, we didn't get that. We couldn't do that bet.
You couldn't bet for the Rams?
Yeah, we could, but we couldn't win those odds. We couldn't. It was probably like minus 115.
It was like it was like bet $5, win like $1.50 or something.
No, it was you'd win like $4 or something. Bet 5, win 4, something like that. But all the first users had those odds.
Whatever. Quit hating.
You know what we should have done, Mikey, is make a new account.
No, I don't think.
If you have the same name,
I think it's like they go by IP. It might go by. I don't know if they. I don't think they do IP because you can have multiple users.
Credit card.
Yeah.
I didn't know how to account once, and it was like for like daily fantasy. I didn't know I had an account, and I put the card and this card's already linked to another account.
Oh, wow.
So it's through the card.
Oh,
and,
jeez.
and even though I had gotten a new debit card, it knew it was the same person. So I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, man.
So yeah, I won $310 total. Because I won 25 off the Cooper Cup getting 2 touchdown bet.
Yeah.
But still, if I could do that like once a week and win a bet,
Right.
like $25 here and there.
Yeah, that's the allure to it. That's
Yeah.
anybody can win, and
Right.
it's just like then you just
You don't have
fangs are deep in me.
But
right
it's no
now.
different than buying people going out and buying lottery tickets.
go into the casino.
At least you have a 50-50 chance. If you bet on a game
Yeah.
straight up,
Yeah.
you got a 50-50 chance, and you can usually tell who's going to win.
And
Yeah.
Unless
it's
an
more
upset.
fun to watch the game then.
Yes.
Because, shit, you were really into that game compared to like other games.
Yeah.
Because as soon as
yeah.
Cup got that touchdown taken away, and you were pissed.
Just took my $25.
And then he got the touchdown. You were yelling. So
You should see that. Not to change the subject, we'll get back to this. And I pulled up the audio. It's on where I said the Rams were going to the Super Bowl. Was that
play it. What episode? When did we record this episode? What episode?
It's Football's Back, baby. September 14th, 2021. It's just at the beginning of the episode, essentially.
Put it up next to the mic. We're not fancy and can we got a phone next to the head microphone.
Here we go.
This year, Colts are not looking that good. Well, we played the Seahawks, and now we play the
They play the Rams next week.
Yeah, the Rams next week.
They're going to get blown out of the water.
Yeah, I think Matty Stafford's going to get his first Super Bowl. I do agree with you that they might win the Super Bowl.
Week 1, I'm already at week 1. Rams are going to the Super
It's only the week 1. I think they'll get things under their belt, and they'll get things figured out. They'll at least make a competitive game.
Bowl. Who, the Rams?
No. No. Everybody knows the Rams is going to be.
They're going to the Super Bowl. I predict it. Week 1, Rams are going to the Super Bowl.
There we have it.
There it is.
Chris predicted.
Bam.
Well, I wonder what he would have won if he put like just $5 down on the Rams to win. They had pretty good odds, I think, to win.
I don't
Super
know.
Bowl.
Especially
I
back
did.
then.
That's where that 285 came from.
Oh yeah.
That was straight up. That was serious. I put $5. That was the max bet I could put. Was
Yeah.
$5.
Because you're a first-time user.
Oh, cry me a river.
Beginner's luck.
It ain't
also.
my fault. That
It's
you
like the first
chose-
time you go to the casino, they like give you better odds and stuff.
It ain't my
Yeah.
fault you chose like
No.
Cubs versus Diamondbacks in like spring training for your first
No,
betting game.
I
or
remember my
something.
first bet.
What
Same,
was your
I do
first
too.
bet?
What was it? No, I remember my first big win, at least. I had to be pretty close to my first bet. I think it was on my bookie.
Yeah,
it was
and we're at the liquor store.
It was a sketchy website.
Oh, really?
It was.
But they were sponsoring Barstool, so we trusted
Yeah, so
it.
Oh,
I believed
okay.
it. I put a little bit money on. It was on the Cubs.
I told you it was the Cubs.
To win, okay, they were the win by like 2 runs, and I put a little bit win by 3 runs.
Uh-huh.
Just to give me a little cushion.
Right.
And then I think they won by 2 runs or something like that. So I won like $90.
Oh, okay.
Bought a new video game with it,
Well, I remember we sat there one night. I think it was the night, either the night we first put our bets in the first time, or it was like the night before we kind of worked up the courage to. We were like, okay, what does all this mean? Because we were trying to figure out what minus and plus and what money
I
lines
had no
are.
idea. Yeah, I had no idea.
And now I almost feel like we're pros. Like I don't bet as much as you do, but I know.
I can't do the math though. I could be like,
Yeah, I know.
okay, yeah. But,
I put the money in. It's like, okay, that's how much I'll make.
yeah, I know. Like minus 100, you have to minus 110. You have to bet 110 to win $100. And then plus 200, you bet 100, you win $200.
Yeah.
But yeah, I could do that like that, but I don't know.
Okay, so what do we think of the halftime show, the real show of the night?
Second best halftime show ever.
First best.
Prince.
Okay, I can get behind that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
I say Prince is the best, but yeah, second best halftime show ever.
I would say second or third. Prince, I really liked the Bruno Mars.
That was a good one, but this one tops Bruno Mars, I think.
Yeah, maybe. And then this one.
Because here's the thing. And a lot of people have said this, and I agree. You know, they in the past, they've had McCartney, they've had U2, they've had The Who, they've had Bruce Springsteen, they've had Tom Petty, they've had...
Michael Jackson?
Well, that goes way back. But
Justin
they've had... Okay, hang on a second. So, they've had Katy Perry and Lady Gaga, and they've had The Weeknd last year.
Black Eyed Peas.
They've had the Black Eyed Peas, they had Coldplay, right?
Maroon 5.
This was for Gen X. There's no denying. This was for Gen X. Because that's it. And somebody on
They know their demographic.
that was the demographic.
Yeah.
It was the Gen X demographic. It really was. And
That's people in between us, right?
yeah, that's my age and under. In 40s up to my age.
Okay.
Because Chronic came out in 92. That's Dre. So
Yeah.
I was 20 years old at the time. But NWA came out in the late 80s.
Yeah.
So, you know, that up until Eminem, Kendrick Lamar, that's late 90s, early 2000s. But somebody posted on Facebook, and it kind of pissed me off, and they said, garbage, they said, garbage performers. And I'm like, wait a second. I said, Dr. Dre and Eminem came out of the worst possible areas in the United States. Dre came out of Compton. Eminem came out of Detroit, never knew his dad. Dre's a self-made billionaire. He's literally a self-made billionaire. Snoop Dogg was
a Crip.
He was a Crip. He was in a gang. The rap literally saved his life.
Yeah.
Now he's got a family, and he coaches.
His son plays at
kids-
LSU for football.
He coaches youth football programs.
Uh-huh.
I mean, what he does nowadays, and
Shout out Brian Kelly.
all they sing about is hoes and sexuality and rape, and I'm like, wait a second, there is not one word about rape and Lose Yourself. Do you not listen to the lyrics to the song? That's not that generation. Yeah, they sang about hoes because they sang about their surroundings.
Yeah.
They sang about, they rapped about, especially Dre and NWA. They were a product of their environment. Their music was a product of their environment.
Yeah.
Let's put it that way. So women were having sex with drug dealers to get drugs. That was the harsh reality. And yeah, they were the hoes. That's not that. Now, this generation of music, kids nowadays, that's what their music. It's straight up.
That's all it's about.
It's all it's about is sex and degrading women. And back then, did they have it? They had it to a point, but mostly it was about it's called gangster rap for a reason. But this was, and his answer was, "Would you let your kids listen to this?" No, I didn't when I was raising kids, they didn't listen to Dre and Snoop, but they didn't want to because that's not their generation of music.
Yeah.
That's my generation of music. They might have heard I think we had a clean version of an Eminem CD that they would listen to.
That's like when my parents listen to oldies now, but their parents wouldn't have let them listen to the old rock.
I said kids are going to listen to music whether parents want them to or not. I said, you know who I wasn't allowed to listen to as a teenager? AC/DC, Whitesnake, Bon Jovi, Def Leppard, Kiss. You know what I listened to as a teenager? Bon Jovi, Whitesnake, Def Leppard. Kiss. There's always that group of music you're not supposed to listen to. But he's like, it teaches them to be that. No, music doesn't teach that. Music is entertainment. It's the parents' choice. I said,
the parents need to teach them right from wrong.
That's right.
If you let your kids play, or listen to this music, watch movies, play video games, you got to sit there and tell them this is fake.
Right now, we always had the edited versions of Nelly and Eminem that the kids listened to. I didn't listen to that stuff. I listened to the real stuff. But you know what? My stepson, he's a firefighter EMT. His sister, she's a registered nurse. I think we did pretty good, considering. So don't give me this crap. Then I started listing to Conway Twitty songs, right? Conway Twitty.
All I know him from is Family Guy.
Dude, his songs, one is called I Can Tell You've Never Been This Far Before. That's one of the name of his songs. Another one is "I'd Love to Lay You Down," and then you got "Baby's Got Her Blue Jeans On." Which
isn't some of Clapton's songs about like stalking women?
"Every Breath You Take" by the Police is about stalking a woman, and that was the #1 song of the year when it came out. I said, what else? Jimmy Buffett had "Let's Get Drunk and Screw." Merle Haggard was "I Think I'll Just Stay Here and Drink." I mean, it's every genre of music.
Yeah, every generation.
It's not just rap.
Well,
So
every
leave the rap-
generation hates the next generation's
Yeah,
music.
I mean, I said, it's okay if you don't like that music. That's fine. But to call a person garbage because you don't like their music, that's something else.
Now, my only issue with the whole halftime, I don't want to get political, but I'm just this is my one thing, is all the political statements.
I didn't see him kneel. They talked about
He
Eminem kneeling.
did right there in front of you.
I didn't even see it.
I
That shows you
didn't-
how much I wasn't paying attention.
You know, he did it. He did it, but what I was paying attention to is Dre walking to the piano because I was like,
see, that was the thing.
I was more excited about because I knew what song was coming.
So did it really come across? I mean, did he even say why he knelt? Or
Yeah, the NFL told him not to.
yeah,
also.
but big deal. So he wanted to kneel.
Yeah,
Big deal.
he never.
Did you see his? I posted it on Twitter. He was talking to Al Michaels before the game.
Who?
Eminem.
Oh yeah.
And he was talking about, man, I heard this rumor that you were retiring. He's like, you can't retire, man. He says, when I was a kid, it could be the worst game on TV, but you were there calling it and you made it great. And
Yeah.
I mean, Eminem and Al Michaels was like, man, you're the man. I mean, like you're the guy.
Mm-hmm.
And they were just so nice to each other and grateful of each other's. So I never saw the whole Eminem kneeling thing. And
I
thought it was just part of the performance.
so did I.
Yeah.
It's just like, because he made it, he didn't, I don't think he, I think it's just drawn out of context.
I think so
like,
too.
It's just
I think
part
he
of
does.
the performance.
I think he just did it.
I thought it
because
was
it
just-
immediately went into
Dre.
Just
to Dre.
Yeah,
exactly.
just a type of transition. He didn't want to be like awkwardly like stand around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
And they asked Dre not to say that line, but that's the line in the song. Was I still don't like the police.
I still think Eminem needed more than one song,
I agree with that.
but "Lose Yourself" was a good choice for that
God,
one
what
song.
a song! That song
Yeah,
that song's 20 years old, and it still smokes anything that's out there right now today.
it still bops.
I mean, it's that good. It was that good 20 years ago. It's that good now.
and the memes of 50 Cent are pretty good.
He is still ripped.
Somebody
He's-
said, "How long was he hanging upside down?"
You can watch. There's actually you could if I watched a TikTok and they rewinded it back. You could watch him walking from the back and getting up there right before his
Really?
his start.
That was kind of cool. And
Yeah.
what's that song about? That's just about dancing at the club. We're partying the club. I ain't into making love, but come give me a hug. That's all he wants to do. He just wants to party down. He don't want to take you home. He just wants to party right now. That's a party in the club. That's what that song's about.
And I'm loving, like you said, I'm loving the memes about him being $1 now instead of 50.
Oh yeah.
But
It's like,
he could still knock me out in one punch.
Oh yeah. You
Was
could,
it-
he's been bulking
he's
for a
been,
while.
yeah. What Dick Butt just tweeted, 50 Cent looked like he got hit by inflation.
He needs to- I'm sure if he wanted to, he'd get cut and then he'll be fucking.
Yeah.
He'll look.
Give
good.
him a couple months. He
Yeah.
could have that 6-pack if he
God
wanted it.
damn.
I said it 30 years ago. I still say it now. Snoop is the smoothest rapper out there. Just the way the way the cipher is and the way he flows, and I mean it's just so smooth. I mean there's no.
And his grip walk is effortless.
And he grip
Yeah.
walk. Yeah, he does. He grip walks.
Effortless.
I don't know why. I'm not even a West Coaster, and I got chills when they zoomed out and everyone was crip walking. Like all the dancers
Yeah.
were cripping.
What a great. That was some good stuff. But like I said, that's a Gen X.
Can we all agree that while Mary J's song was good, we could have done without her?
I could have done without her.
She could have done that first song. That
Yeah.
second song, it seemed out of
Like I
place.
said, you could.
Yeah.
Missy Elliott performed a few years back, but you could add. There's any other kind of rapper you could have had.
And I think Kendrick's first song, great choice. His second song should have been a different song. Both the songs are great. Those songs are great, but I think the second one should have been a different one.
All day long, I was singing da 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 da. All day long.
Have you ever listened to Kendrick?
No, I was definitely.
I think you would like Kendrick.
I might.
Yeah, he's kind of got that old school flair to him a little bit.
I don't know, where did the transition to that to
And
the crap we've got now? I mean, because it's like
SoundCloud.
it's
everybody can. Everybody can.
that's true.
I'm
Yeah.
convinced I'm not old. It's just not good. And I mean, where's the they make up words to rhyme just to rhyme. There's no flow with the song anymore. And I like Greta what is it? Greta Van Stester?
From Fox.
Greta Van Fleet.
Who?
Greta Van Fleet. It's a rock band out of Michigan.
Oh.
They are freaking awesome. And they're 27-year-old kids. And so it can't be that new music. I'm old.
There's a lot of good new music, but the problem is pop went from Eminem and Snoop to Tekashi Skittles 6ix9ine, or
how does that and Machine Gun Kelly? How do those guys think
hey,
they can compare?
there's a
with
couple
what was
Machine
on
Gun.
there last
There's a
night?
couple good Machine Gun Kelly songs now. He changed after Eminem roasted him.
But still, that doesn't compare. Even Travis Scott, they don't compare to what those guys put out.
I will granted Travis Scott's whole concert thing, that's a different story. But from when the Super Bowl in Atlanta, when they hinted at there was a whole rumor that they were going to do the SpongeBob.
Right.
But they hinted at it. They hinted at it when he was coming down from the rafters.
Yeah.
And it went into his stupid ass song that made him famous. I can't even think of what it is now.
Sweet.
And I've never liked him since then. That was one of the worst concerts because they didn't even have Andre 3000. How do you have
Is that Outkast?
Yeah, they had the other part of Outkast. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, Outkast.
Will I Am.
No,
No,
Will I
that's
Am
Black
is
Eyed
Black
Peas.
Eyed Peas.
Ah.
Outkast.
Yeah, but they didn't have Andre 3000.
Right, but that's what Outkast is.
Yeah.
But great halftime show.
Great halftime show. top 3 easily, arguably top 2.
Oh, last night?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'll put it Prince, them, probably Lady Gaga. She was really, really good.
Yeah, Katy Perry's was good just for the memes.
And the Left Shark.
Yeah.
J-Lo, Shakira.
That
That wasn't
became
about
men.
music, though. That
No.
wasn't, yeah.
No.
that definitely was.
Great music, but I wasn't really listening. I'm sorry.
Anybody was listening.
Yeah, that's
Springsteen put on a good one, actually. Tom Petty was really good. I enjoyed the Tom Petty halftime.
I want the Black Eyed Peas to have another shot.
So do I.
They were ruined by
Their sound
faulty
was
sound
horrible.
equipment.
Because I've seen them in concert, and they were so good. I mean, they were so good. So,
So I got a question for when are you guys getting your electric truck or your new electric car?
oh my God.
when they give me one, I don't have to pay for it.
I don't have I don't want to run an extension cord out my.
The only
you
electric
know what, if I'm
truck
gonna
is
drive-
I would get like a Power Wheel. That's as close as electric.
I know, right? I mean, if I want an electric car, I'll go, golfing.
If you go to Green Acres, you can get a gas powered golf cart. They have gas powered
really?
ones up there. Those are fast.
What's going to happen when everything's electric and you're going to... You pull up to somebody and they got an electric sports car and you pull up to somebody's stoplight and you gas your car up and it goes... Whew, whew, whew,
And it's like a go-kart.
yeah.
You'd have to
And then you take off.
You turn up the you turn up the Bluetooth, turn up the music, the volume, and play it on your phone. The
sound
of
effect.
the
sound of a
V8 sound effect.
Can you... And this is the thing. If everything goes electric, what happens to street racing?
Who gets the most torque?
You can't NOS an electric engine.
Too bad, so sad. See you later.
You plug in like a memory chip.
No, it'd be like one of those. It's almost like a rubber. I would say like a a retractable car where you roll it back and it gives it traction. So you just kind of go and you let it go and just goes.
Or the ones where you just sit there and you just push them on the floor and they go and then you let it go and it takes off real fast.
You guys talk about the same thing.
Yeah, I think
Is that
that's
the same thing?
Well,
Well, no, there are some where you pull back.
Yeah, when you pull
and
back,
they take
you
off.
hear the click, click, click. And
There's other ones where you just push them up and get it going, and then you let it go.
I don't know. That's probably before my childhood.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought they were the same thing, but I guess
Or
not.
you could do the old Evil Knievel. You put your car on a thing and you wind it with your hand, and it takes off.
You know how you asked how do you NOS your electric car?
How do you NOS your electric
you
car?
take you strap together a bunch of like double A's and plug them into your car.
you get some D rocket
Yeah,
engines from the hobby
yeah.
shop.
It might be too heavy though for the. I don't know.
Everybody's gonna be out there. You can tell the street racers are because they're gonna look like the coyote from the Roadrunner cartoon with a rocket strapped to the roof of the car.
Acme's making a comeback, boys.
Yes,
Buy some stocks right
Acme's
now.
making a big comeback.
So there was only one good, other than the movie trailers, because we got Doctor Strange, we got Jurassic World, we got what's his face?
Nope.
Yeah, Nope. Who's that one from?
Jordan Peele.
Yeah, yeah. What was the other? Was there another movie?
Ain't that a Megan trailer?
Oh, Moon Knight, which was a
Moon
Disney
Knight.
Plus.
Midnight.
I thought we were going to get
Lord of the
Obi-Wan.
Rings.
Yeah, Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, uninterested.
I'm going to watch because it's Lord of the Rings, but I'm not. I have no faith in it. For multiple reasons. I was telling you guys last night because of costumes. They went from like $15,000 a costume to like $15 a
How do
costume.
you say that?
What?
What does that even mean?
So
Are you saying it looks like they spent $15 on it?
So in like the original Lord of the Rings trilogy,
Yeah.
they spent like $15,000 on each person's costume.
Oh.
And
I
now
see.
the costumes just look cheap.
Yeah.
You can't really tell the difference. Go back and watch the
And
Lord
it's
of
so
the
early in time they haven't discovered the proper way to make clothes back then.
Maybe if they put that in there to explain that, I'll accept it.
And then as technology advanced, they made more ways.
Okay.
Here you go. So my cousin Tyler.
Maybe I was thinking about it too literal, but
Okay, so my cousin Tyler, he lives in Florida,
I mean,
and
there's
he's
magic.
he's a big Lord of the Rings fan. In fact, we have Twitter arguments all the time about what's better, Star Wars or Lord of the Rings.
Star Wars.
Star Wars.
Right, but
easy.
So he was psyched about the show,
Yeah.
right? But he's like, I'm not gonna lie. This is what he tweeted last night or this morning. I'm not gonna lie. My hopes for the Rings of Power have dropped severely. It just seems like they don't care about Tolkien's world as much as they care about virtue signaling. Time will tell.
Okay.
So that's from a Lord of the Rings guy.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's a high. So don't get me wrong. I don't mind having different. I don't mind having all the different extra stuff put into the stuff, but I'm trying to put this.
I don't even care.
Okay. Tolkien's world is based off of Precious's and based off of England.
Right.
Medieval England.
Okay.
Why are there
Yeah.
no offense, why are there, African people? Why are there, Asian people in it? Now, I don't, make it make sense and I'll accept it. But don't put them in there.
I see what you're saying, yeah. I understand what you're saying.
Don't put them in there just to put them in there.
Yeah. It's like when people got mad at George R. R. Martin because they're filming one of the scenes with the Dothraki in Scotland. So they had a bunch of... And the Dothraki are supposed to be, Mongolian or African looking. But they had a bunch of, Scottish guys. And people got mad at him. And they interviewed him and asked him why. He's like, well, when you put out a casting call for 1,000 people that can ride horses in Scotland, you get a bunch of Scottish people.
I mean, it makes sense, but
Yeah.
I don't look to pay attention to that. Oh, that guy's Scottish. Cancel him.
Yeah.
It's I mean,
But if they can play the role, I'm not. If it's a good show, I'm not going to care.
But it's like, so what you're saying is it's like in Glory, when they make Glory, right?
Yeah.
It's like using Asians instead of to play the African American soldiers. It's it's the same thing in what you're saying.
Yeah.
It's not staying true to what really.
Am I still going to watch it? Of course I am. But I don't know. I'm trying not to sound bad about it, I guess. It's the whole point of it's supposed to be medieval Europe or medieval like England and not today's world.
Right. I don't know. It just looked like a bunch of CGI mumbo jumbo.
Yeah, that too.
That really, you know how much I hate all of it.
Oh, I know.
I don't mind it. I just don't like it when they just go freaking overboard.
When it's basically an animated movie and not a...
Yeah, see Star Wars Episode 1, 2, and 3.
Misa, so sorry. I think he wants to kill me.
Like the clone in Episode what? The Clone Wars in Episode 2.
Every single clone was animated. Yeah.
That bothered the hell out of me because they're supposed to be real people, like stormtroopers.
If they're all
couldn't find 100 people. I mean, seriously, use the same 100 people over and over again.
Yeah, they could have easily done that. Make them all the same height, or we're not going to tell that well that they're all not the same height.
Right. I mean,
we're going to be too impressed with the clone army standing in front of us to really be like, well, they're that guy's 5'9", that guy's 6 foot. How dare they?
Right. And then you don't get the line, aren't you a little short for a stormtrooper? See? I mean...
Which makes no sense because, they accepted everybody.
That's right.
And it's not like Luke was short compared to the stormtroopers.
True. So, here's an interesting stat. I'll save this for shower time. So that's The Lord of the Rings. Do you want to talk about Ivan Reitman, the passing of Ivan Reitman?
Sure.
Great movie producer. I'm going to just list off his movies because it was everything that you've probably seen or haven't seen because you guys are weird. Of course, he produced the big ones. He produced was Animal House, Stripes, Heavy Metal, Ghostbusters is probably his biggest. He was a producer of Ghostbusters. But I remember seeing the Space Hunter Adventures in the Forbidden Zone. I remember seeing that as a kid. It was a 3D movie. And I wore glasses, so I had to wear the 3D movie glasses over. It's a horrible movie.
I didn't know it had 3D back then.
Yeah, it was awful. Had Peter Strauss and Molly Ringwald in it. He did Legal Eagles, Casual Sex Fed. He did Twins with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito.
Okay.
He did that. He was producer of that. Ghostbusters 2. Kindergarten Cop.
Yeah.
Great movie. You never seen Kindergarten Cop?
I've seen bits and pieces of it.
Boys have a penis, girls have a vagina. I mean,
that kid's so cute.
My dad looks at vaginas all day because he's a gynecologist. Stop or My Mom Will Shoot. He did Beethoven and Beethoven Second. He was the executive producer. Or as West would call it, Artuppen. It took us 6 months to figure out what Artuppen meant. But he's got Down syndrome, so you got to learn to speak the language. Dave, which is a great movie. It's got Kevin Kline where he fakes being the president.
Oh, I was thinking of Dave like
Oh yeah, I know.
The one rapper. I can't think of his name.
Little Dicky.
Yeah, Little Dicky.
No, that's the TV show. The movie. He produced Space Jam.
The first one?
But he did both of them actually. Private Parts, the Howard Stern movie, Private Parts.
Never seen Private Parts.
Father's Day, that had Billy Crystal and Robin Williams. 6 Days, 7 Nights. Road Trip. You never saw Road Trip? With Tom Green, Sean William Scott.
I don't think so.
Oh my God, you gotta watch this. One of my favorite movies. Old School, Euro Trip, Trailer Park Boys, the movie. Disturbia, I didn't know he produced that. Hotel for Dogs. I Love You Man. Up in the Air. No Strings Attached, he was a producer. He produced Hitchcock. You ever saw Hitchcock? That's a really good movie.
No.
Draft Day.
I like Draft Day.
He was a producer of Draft Day. That was a great
Except
movie.
the Browns are still not good.
Produced by PGA, whatever that means. That's what all these are. He produced Baywatch.
Which one?
The movie. With The Rock in it.
Oh.
And Zac Efron. Be still,
Swoon.
my heart. Swooning here. So, yeah, he was the executive producer on Space Jam: A New Legacy. But he passed away suddenly. He's 75. They say he passed away in his sleep.
Well, at least he went out peacefully.
And did you hear about the Bob Saget thing?
No, what about him? Did they finally say what happened?
Blunt force trauma. Like, they said he had like a skull fracture. They think he hit his head like really hard.
So like he fell and hit his head?
Yeah. And went to lay down.
And then bled out.
And never
internally
woke up.
bled out.
Yeah.
Who?
Bob Saget.
Jeez.
Oh.
That's and you know, they say people hit their heads all the time and don't know it. I mean, there's a race car. Okay, it's a race car driver, Michael Schumacher, raced 25 years in Formula One. Had a broken leg. He retires. He's skiing with his family. Falls and hits his head on a rock. He had a helmet on, but he hit his head on a rock, and now he's quote unquote rehabbing privately at his home. And he, as far as we know, he's not. He's still in like a vegetative state. That's what it sounds like.
Hasn't made a public appearance since.
No, he's not. It has been as private can be. But
Well, at least they're not prying.
right.
Well, there's probably some people.
There are people
but
that are trying. Yeah, but yeah. So I mean, you hit your head. Go get yourself checked out because it can kill you. I mean, and that's just the proof right there. Or put you in a vet. You know.
Yeah.
Ain't that Liam Neeson's wife died that way?
I'm not sure about that. I don't know about that at all. I didn't even know he had a wife that died.
Yeah, she was. They were skiing. There was another skiing accident, and she felt fine for a while. She says, "No, I'm okay." She hit her head, and then she started having headaches. And
Isn't that how they say Andrew Luck hurt himself the second time? Was he was skiing?
skiing? Yeah, he hurt his arm though.
Yeah.
Not his head.
I mean, I'm just
Yeah.
gonna say I'm never gonna.
Skiing's dangerous.
I'm not gonna go skiing.
Sonny
Screw
Bono
that.
died in a skiing accident. Hit a tree.
I'm done. I'm not gonna ski, guys.
Yeah, skiing is dangerous.
I've seen videos on like POV videos of people skiing, like they jump off the mountain or a cliff or
Yeah.
there's that jump or something, and my heart sinks. I'm like, oh fuck.
Yeah.
Like I'm like, okay.
But yeah,
Like,
I mean,
yeah, you can feel it. Yeah.
There's been race car drivers. Mark Donohue, Indy 500 winner in 1972. He retired. Came out of retirement. He raced for Roger Penske. We all know who Roger Penske is.
Who?
He was testing his Formula One car, crashed, and he said he was fine. He started complaining of headaches, and then like the next day, boom, he was dead from a head injury. Because it's just that underlying thing. So, bump your head, go get yourself checked out. I highly recommend it.
Well, I don't know how to transition, but there was a new movie out with J-Lo and Owen Wilson, called
Marry Me.
Marry Me.
Getting my sign ready. Going to see Kelly Clarkson.
So basically, have you seen anything about this movie, Mikey?
I've seen trailers.
Okay, I suggest it. It's really good.
It's a cute movie, it really. Is.
If you ever have
It's
a
on
date night at
Peacock.
home, watch it on Peacock with your girl.
I don't have a girl anymore.
When you get one.
No.
Just watch it.
I have
watched it.
Luna.
I watched
Watch
it
it
on
with Luna.
Saturday.
Luna be fall asleep within 5 minutes. She's that type of
I look
girl.
at it this way.
Fuck.
I wasn't bored and looking at my phone during the movie. I watched
Yeah.
the movie. It's a good movie. It's a cute movie.
I looked at my phone, but it's like it was parts where I'm like, okay, well I can just listen to what they're talking
I
about.
think the only thing I did was look up, and I was like, "Who's that guy?" And I was like, "Samwell." So
Yeah, he looks good.
yeah,
Samwell.
he lost a lot of weight.
Oh my god.
Real slim.
Why
Yeah.
don't you go marry him?
I will.
So, yeah, the premise is he goes to a concert with his daughter and a coworker.
Yeah, Sarah Silverman,
Yes,
who was a little overbearing in my opinion.
right. And
But
he's
that's
holding
Sarah
a sign that
Silverman.
says "Marry Me" because J-Lo, her character, is supposed to marry her fiance on stage at this concert. And as she's getting ready to go out on stage for the ceremony, this video drops of him cheating on her with her assistant.
Like legitimately, she's going up the. They're lifting her up on the stage,
Up to the stage.
and the video comes out, and she sees it of him cheating on her.
So she's like, yeah. So she sees Owen Wilson with the sign that says "Marry Me" in the sign, or in the crowd, and she says, "Okay, yeah, I'll marry you." And they get married, and it's love and bliss. And
He has no idea who she is at the time. Like he just went to.
I know, right?
He just went because his coworker dragged him along, and he wanted to go take his daughter.
Take his daughter, yeah. So, and so it's a cute movie, but it's highly, highly unrealistic.
Yeah.
But I am going to go to a Kelly Clarkson concert and take a Mary Me song to see what happens.
Does anybody dump him out?
Huh?
Does anybody dump him out?
No.
God dang it.
You get to see J-Lo's legs.
Dude, go see that. If you want to see...
You get to see some ankle.
If you want to see J-Lo, see that stripper movie she was in. What was the stripper movie?
I don't know.
There was a stripper movie.
Magic Mike?
No!
Oh, come on now. Magic Mike. There's some dump outs in Magic Mike, I bet. I never saw it, but...
Some Anaconda dump out.
Oh, yeah, Anaconda. They did that on Riff Tracks. That's a great movie.
But
I was on TV the other day. I was watching it a little bit. I'm like, man. And Owen Wilson's in it, too.
It's
and
Magic
J-Lo.
Mike?
No.
Yeah, J-Lo, Ice Cube.
They're both in Anaconda.
Oh, yeah. Anaconda's awesome.
Yeah, I watched it the other day. It was on TV.
Hustlers. See Hustlers with J-Lo. They got strippers in it. It's got boobies all over the place. It's actually a good movie.
That's how he said it's got boobies all over the place.
It's based on a true story.
Boobs.
It was back when...
Boogs.
what was it? What was the... Scores. The strip club in New York. So what the strippers would do was they would slide drugs to all these rich guys that would come in. They would take their credit cards and, they wouldn't know the difference. Yeah, basically. And the guys wouldn't remember anything because they were drugged. So they couldn't report it because they were married. So they couldn't, so they were in a pickle.
So it's like the one NBA player who went to the strip club during the...
COVID protocols.
Yeah, COVID protocols.
Yeah, right. The wings were good.
Yeah. The Atlanta strip club for some wings.
The wings were worth it.
That's funny.
So, wait, I'm looking up Anaconda.
Oh, can we circle back to the Super Bowl real quick?
On. John Voight, Jennifer Lopez, Eric Stoltz, Ice Cube. Yeah, Owen Wilson. Kari Wurr.
I think Owen was the first
Danny
one to die.
Trejo. Man, that movie's stacked full of people.
Yeah, a lot of unknowns at that time.
Kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Except for J-Lo. J-Lo was big at that time still.
Ice Cube was just starting to make movies.
Yeah, he was big.
97.
Yeah.
It was
God
97,
damn,
so that's
old.
after Friday.
That's one of my mom's favorite movies.
Friday?
No, Anaconda. Anaconda.
Bye, Felicia.
That would have been funny.
I was like, oh, cool, we can watch Friday with your mom. Damn! I bet you she quotes it.
I bet she would like that movie. I bet she would like Friday, though.
Friday, that's a great movie.
No, but I don't know why. I just remembered it, but I kind of want to circle back to the Super Bowl for just a second. Can we talk about the one Bengals player who's probably already been cut for running on the field without his with?
It was a player?
Yeah, it was a
I didn't
player.
know
Unactivated. That's what they get the 15-yard penalty.
Yeah,
I thought it was
For
like
the interception.
I thought it was
Yeah.
some like assistant or equipment guy or something.
He should get suspended for wearing socks with
Sandals?
Socks with sandals. That's what he should do.
Oh, that's
Hey,
sandals. Yes, flip flops. You can wear socks.
okay.
No, the sandals with the thong or whatnot. That we.
With the thong?
Yeah, that's what they call it.
Really?
Yeah,
I never knew that.
that like go between
Your
your big
toes?
toe. Yeah,
Yeah.
they call that fucking a thong.
What?
Yeah,
You learn something every
if
day.
you wear socks with those, you can go to fucking hell.
You're probably a serial killer if you
But
do
if
that.
you just wear the
Is it okay-
flip flop, the slides,
Yeah.
you can wear those with socks.
So what if you wear flip flops? Just because, what if you throw them on real quick, just run out to your car, but you have socks on?
if you wear them in public, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, don't wear them in public.
but if you have to
yeah.
run out to your car
yeah,
or something,
I mean,
you
shoot,
know, you
I put on my mom's shoes sometimes when I was younger. Fuck,
Yeah.
whatever is closest to the door.
two different shoes,
Right?
two left feet.
right?
Anyways, but watch Marry Me. It's great. I gave it like a 8.5, maybe a 9.
I give it
Dang.
7.
It was good.
That's pretty high.
I like it, dude. It was really good. It's very. I don't want to say it's very predictable, but I predicted a good amount of it.
Right.
But that's any romantic movie anymore.
Well, I was a man and I watched a fight movie called Warrior.
He was a man.
Warrior.
Yeah.
I saw that's a great movie. That guy's gonna be.
I asked you yesterday where you seen it.
No,
You
The
said you never
Warriors.
did.
The Warriors, not
whatever
Warriors.
that is.
It's a cult classic from the 80s.
Okay, well, quickly, it's a great movie. It's got Tom Hardy and some other guy in it.
Nick
Oh,
Nolte.
I remember seeing the trailer
Yeah.
for that. Okay.
UFC fighter.
Yeah.
Joel
It's really
Edgerton.
good.
Oh yeah, Kevin
And
Dunn.
speaking of predictable, like a lot of fight movies, you can predict the end. You can predict what happens in the fight. Like this guy's gonna win, but you just don't know how. I could not. I was like, I don't know which one's gonna win.
Really?
Because they end up fighting each other.
it's a UFC kind
The
of movie.
two brothers, they're brothers.
Yeah.
The youngest
They
son
don't
of an
fight each other.
alcoholic
They
former
both got something to
boxer
like really win.
Is it on
for.
Netflix or?
Yeah.
returns home
Okay.
where
On
he's
Netflix.
trained by his father
It's
for
so
competition
good.
in mixed martial arts. A patent
It's
that puts
so
the fighter
good.
on a collision course with his estranged older brother.
Yeah.
Brother,
Is it a must
you're going
watch?
down, brother.
Is it a must watch or?
If you like fighting movies, yeah, I think it's probably the best one. Yeah, I would say it's the best UFC fight
Joel
movie.
Edgerton
Better than Here
was
Comes
other
the
guy.
Boom?
Yeah, better than Here Comes the Boom.
I watched
I'm
that for the
sorry.
first time. I watched it for the first time the other night, about a month
Yeah,
ago. I
oh,
liked
yeah.
it. I liked it.
Yeah, it's a good fighting movie. It's how realistic it is. I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know if
Yeah, consider
somebody
their
like
father.
Kevin James can
Consider
really.
their father's name
He
is.
looked good during the film, though.
The
Yeah.
father's name in the movie is Patty Conlon,
Yeah,
because that makes sense.
but yeah, it's a good fight movie. It's really good. Probably, I can't think of any other UFC ones.
Never back down.
Yeah,
Well,
it's I like Never Back Down. It's
yeah.
better than Never Back Down. I mean, I might watch it again sometime.
Well,
Shit,
yeah.
because I was on my phone a little bit and I was kind of doing some other things. But
You know, this is crazy. So they had on Warrior. I'm looking them up on IMDb. They suggest that you might also like Rush, which is a Formula One movie, which is freaking awesome.
I liked that movie.
$1 Million. That's a great movie. That's based on a true story. That shit really happened.
Yeah.
$1 Million Baby, Ford versus
What's
Ferrari, Mad Max,
I liked $1 Million Baby until the end.
Rocky, Gran Torino, Hacksaw Ridge. Oh, Gladiator's freaking awesome.
Are you not entertained? They're making
Snatch.
a second one.
Dude, you ever see Snatch?
No.
Snatch with Brad Pitt. It's freaking awesome.
Did you see they're making another Gladiator movie?
Yeah, I don't know how.
Is it going to be a prequel?
I don't know. How do you make?
Maximus is dead.
How do you make? Do you remember the South Park episode where he was the drunken.
Oh yeah.
Boat captain that got on fights everywhere. What's his name? Russell Crowe. It was the Russell Crowe.
Russell
show.
Crowe. With his what was his ship was named what? Puffer, I think.
Yeah, yeah. Get on his ship and he would just fight people.
Yeah.
In fact, funny story. Okay, so I saw him. He was at the Indy 500
Really?
one year, and we saw him. He had a mini camera, and he was going around in the pace cars before the race.
Uh huh.
So we were right there. So we're probably on this video. And then
Wow.
and then we're like 3 days later, he gets arrested in New York for like hitting somebody with a hotel telephone or something.
Who knows? One of your faces could have set him off.
Maybe. I was like, oh my God, that's Russell Crowe.
He was watching his home video and saw your face.
Stupid Midwest Yankee assholes just got all mad and just started beating people for no reason whatsoever. Yeah, with a hotel telephone.
Okay, your shower thought that you're holding off.
Oh no, I want to do this real quick.
Oh.
I already did. I already looked it up.
No, what?
That
What?
RSS. Alright, I already looked it up.
You looked up what?
What you're doing right now?
Did you see the downloads and shit?
Yes,
You did?
I did.
Well, why aren't you talking about it? Because it's pretty bizarre.
Like all time, it was only 2,000.
No, it's where they're from.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, most of it's East Coast, Midwest, East Coast.
Well, that's
United States.
It's more than that. Hang on a second. Where's it at?
Yeah, we got a few. Yeah, there's a few outliers out there in like Russia and shit. And
There's like 3 in Brazil.
Hey,
And
if it's Putin listening to us, please don't invade Ukraine. We love Ukraine.
I mean, yeah, it's cool that they're listening all the way over there, but it's only what 3 downloads.
No. There's 46 downloads.
But that's 46 times they've listened.
No, that's downloaded.
Yeah,
the episodes are downloaded.
I think our average is around like 40 an episode.
Well, that's not bad.
Yeah,
I'll take it, I guess.
That from what I could tell. I mean, it's nice. We appreciate everything.
Yeah.
I mean, it's gone back up from it started up slow, and then it kind of like last summer it kind of leveled off.
Well, there really wasn't a lot happening last
It
summer.
went off. It went down in November, December, and shot back up again in January.
We really need to like advertise it more. Go to Comic-Con, hand out cards. We
have a T-shirt
Facebook
made,
ads.
Chris.
I don't want to do an ad like that. I'll do fucking.
Oh.
I'll do the way Vegas does. Just fucking throw
Here we go. Yeah, we have
throw
free
business
Brazil.
cards on the fucking ground.
We have
Go put business cards in the gym.
Yeah.
Miami, Port St. Lucie, Cape Coral, Tampa.
Put 'em in
There's
windshield
2 in
wipers
Florida,
and shit.
Orlando.
That pissed me off. Especially do it right before it rains. Fucking
Augusta,
be an
Georgia,
asshole.
Atlanta. We got some in Georgia.
When it
Las
freezes,
Vegas,
freeze it to their windshield.
Nashville, Lexington,
yeah. Like
Cincinnati.
put it on there. Put some fucking maple syrup on there.
Columbus,
fucking
Ohio.
let it freeze.
This is a big deal. Detroit, South Bend, Chicago. A lot of them in the Indianapolis area. St. Louis, Missouri. Kansas, right outside of Kansas City.
Yeah, we're worldwide.
Outside of Wichita.
Yeah, we get it. We get it.
I mean, no, this is a big deal, guys.
Well, we don't have to list off every single person that's listening.
No, it's
What?
it's kind of mind blowing. We're sitting here in an apartment in Kokomo, Indiana, and somebody in Los Angeles has listened to us just ramble on about our shit.
Yeah.
That's kind of mind blowing.
Until we get comments, I don't care.
Yeah.
Yeah, one in Barcelona and Madrid. Like
None of you bitches comment, so you better comment at some point.
That's right.
Except for Mark. Mark is a real guy. We know Mark. He's cool.
Brussels, Belgium, Dusseldorf, and Frankfurt.
Shout out, Mark.
We're big in Germany.
Mark. Anyways,
Ireland.
anybody got shower thoughts?
I do.
Hit us.
Oh wait, there's like Moscow. We made it big in Moscow.
Yay.
Hi, comrades. How you doing?
Send me an AK-47 and some ammo.
That's a pretty big deal, guys. You guys are not. You're kind of sleeping on the fact that when people all.
Well,
over
I'm
the
not
world are
sleeping
listening.
on it. I'm just not.
That's a big deal, though.
There's bigger deals.
Yeah.
Not for us. I mean, we're just us. Like
Dream big or get out.
we've already made it.
San Diego
yeah.
Comic-Con
We're-
or
yeah.
nothing.
Okay, since
AVN Awards or nothing.
since the iPhone came out, the cumulative change in U.S. gum sales has dropped significantly. Chewing gum.
Oh. Is that
iPhone has
correlated
caused
or
chewing gum sales
cause-
to plummet. People became distracted on their phones in grocery store checkout lines and made fewer impulse purchases.
I can believe
in
it.
2008, it was 4%. When it ticked up a little in
wow.
2009-10 to like 5%. Right now, as of 2017, minus 14%.
I can't chew. So
That's like 20% drop because of phones.
So that's like
I've chewed so much gum in my life, my jaw hurts if I chew gum anymore. Too much gum.
Did you chew that bubble gum that makes your teeth hurt after like 5 minutes?
No, I like 5 gum.
What?
5.
5 gum.
What's that?
The brand.
Yeah.
Oh, I just chew Aldi gum.
Don't you know what it's like to choose 5 gum? Something
Yeah.
like that.
Do they still make Freshen Up?
I don't know.
It's got the jizz in the center of it.
What?
You ever see that stuff?
No,
I-
I'm not eating
It was-
jizz.
No,
so,
God.
it was this. So the gum was like.
Who are you?
So we used to call it cum gum. That's what we called it because it had this.
Oh.
It had this like they were green. It was a mint green, and then they had cinnamon. So those were red. And they were little squares, and they were very chewable, like really soft and chewable. And in the center was like this gel. So you would chew it, and it would the gel would come out in the middle of your mouth. So we always called it cum gum. Because
I always at baseball. It was always ballpark chew, or the little
Big League Chew.
Yeah, Big League Chew.
Big League Chew was cool.
Or
double
what's
bubbles,
the
double bubbles with the they always had the writing on them, like a home run, or like I think if you get
I remember those.
If you get like a home run one, you get like a free snack.
Oh, those were double bubbles. Were double bubble?
Something like that.
They came in like a big bucket.
Yeah.
You got them at like Sam's Club or Walmart or
Right.
something. We would go through like an entire bucket of those at a baseball game because you know.
I mean, yeah, you run out of flavor in 30 seconds.
Yeah.
That's why, like Juicy Fruit was the same way. Juicy Fruit's so good.
Yeah.
2 minutes later, it's like you just.
Well, that's what 5 gum lasts like an hour and a half, 2 hours. So.
I buy the gum from Aldi in the big container. You know.
Yeah.
That stuff lasts a while. I like it.
I legitimately only chew spearmint gum.
I cannot chew bubble gum anymore. It makes my teeth hurt.
Same.
It hurts.
But my jaw, if I chew, I can only have one piece of gum, maybe like a day, even or 2 or 3 days, because my jaw hurts. Like legitimately, it's hard to chew food.
I'd probably
anymore.
chew more if I thought about it. I always forget about it. But like if I'm going somewhere, like if I'm going to the movie or the store, I'll pop a piece of gum in my mouth before I go in to make sure my breath don't stink.
Yeah. My grandpa, when I was growing up, he would buy. He'd chew gum all the time, and he'd get the Wrigley Double Mint, the green package.
The green one?
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, my dad did that.
He'd go to Sam's Club and buy the packages. And funny enough, my grandma gave me one of his jackets, and I wear it every now and then. But I looked in the pockets, and Sam's Club receipt was in there. It was back in the 90s. Like it was. It was an early Sam's Club, and it had one of the items that he bought was Double Mint gum.
Wrigley's Double Mint gum. My dad used to chew Wrigley's Double Mint gum. Mom would buy. It was like a 10-pack. It came in they had 10. There was 5 pieces in a pack of gum, and there were like 10 of them in one thing. And she used to buy that, and Dad would put them up on the refrigerator. And I can remember my dad coming home from work every day, popping his gum. He was always popping gum. He always had chewing gum.
I always pop chewing gum when I know I'm going to be going to do something stressful. Like every time I went to take one of my CDL tests, either like the driving test when I went and took that, or any of the written stuff, I was chewing gum the entire time.
Pop it. So you're saying I stressed my dad out? That's why he came home popping gum?
Yep.
He was stressed out?
Yep. He'd rather be at work than at home with his kids. Anyways, anyone got anything else or?
No, let's just end it on that.
Okay.
I'm a horrible kid.
You can contact us on Twitter, Facebook, our personal stuff, because everyone that probably listens knows our personal stuff.
At Pod Nerds.
At Pod Nerds on Twitter. Facebook is Hoosier Nerds. You can listen to us on YouTube, on iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, and Amazon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You got all of them.
And comment.
Damn it. We want to hear from you. All of you. All over the world.
Except you. You know exactly who you are and what you did.
Piece of shit.